Hello, I'm now going to show you how to use contracts in your Orchid Live account. What are contracts and why would you use them? Well, let's say that you have several employees and some of them are working for one company and others are working for another. Now, what if you wanted to separate these employees? So only some can be viewed as part of one company or contract and the others can only be viewed as part of their contract. And say you want to have them completely separate, so when you're looking at one company's employees, you're not confused or interrupted by employees from another. And further, you may wish to have a user in your Orchid Live account who can only access one contract and its employees, but not another contract and its employees. I'll show you now how to do this. Here I am at the home page in my Orchid Live account. You can see here in the recent employees list that I have a few employees there already. In this example, we wish to separate the employees into two contracts, one for Synergen Corp and the others for Entertainment Incorporated. How do we do that? Well, first of all, let's set up the contracts. To do this, we go to the Preferences page, scroll down and choose Edit Contracts. And here we are at the Contracts page. You'll see that currently we have 0 contracts. So let's create the two contracts by clicking Add New Contract. Okay, let's call this first one Synergen Corp and click Save. Now we'll go back to the list of contracts and add another one, and we'll call this Entertainment Incorporated and click Save and go back to the list of contracts. So now you can see we have two contracts set up, Synergen Corp and Entertainment Inc. Now, how do I put these employees into the contract? Well, it's actually quite easy. If I click one of these contracts, you'll see that there is a note. It says locations attached to this contract. There are currently no locations attached to this contract. To attach some, edit the location choices. You see, it's not people that are necessarily attached to the contract, it is locations. So if we look at the list of locations, and here we are, these are all the locations which our employees are saved to. So for example, I can tell you that Marilyn Monroe is attached to the Recreation Centre, and Albert Einstein is attached to Laboratory A. All I need to do is attach these locations to a contract. So for example, if I click on Recreation Centre and then click Edit, I can say that all employees in the Recreation Centre are part of the Entertainment Inc. contract, and then save. Now I'll go back to the list of locations. And you can see it listed there, that the Recreation Centre and all employees in the Recreation Centre will now be part of the Entertainment Incorporated contract. I can test this out by going to the top here. You see the drop-down list? If I select Entertainment Inc. from this drop-down list, over here on the left, the recent employees, all of the employees not in that contract should disappear. So let's try it. And there we go. Entertainment Inc. contract selected, and you can see that all the other recent employees have disappeared. Only the two in that contract are visible. So let's select all my contracts again, and you can see everyone else has reappeared. So let's go back to editing the contracts. Now you can see when I edit the contract under Entertainment Inc., it says locations attached to this contract, and there it is, the Recreation Centre. If I go back to the locations, what I'll do is I'm going to go through each of these locations and attach every one of them to a contract. I'll do that now, and we'll just skip through this so you don't have to watch me do it all. And there we go. I've gone through each location and attached every single one to a contract. Let's test it out. If I go to the home page and then if I choose Synergen Corp, yes, we only see the employees in a Synergen Corp location. And let's try it again with Entertainment Inc. And yes, there we are. Only listing employees in Entertainment Inc. locations. This also changes on the search page. So if I go to the advanced search, now I have Entertainment Inc. selected. This drop down for searching in locations will only list Entertainment Inc. locations, and it will do the same with all of the other contracts. Also, reminders will only show reminders for employees in this contract. Diaries will only show diaries for diaries associated with this contract. The same with cases, sickness, and pre-placements. They will all now just be looking at these employees in this contract. Very useful. But of course, the most useful way to use this is for security. Let's say you have a new occupational health nurse starting, and you wish to add her to Orchid, but you only want her to view the employees in this contract, not any other. Well, that's really easy to do. If we go to the account page, and I click on Manage Users. Now, you may be only able to see this if you're an administrator of your account. And let's add her in. Let's say she's called, I don't know, Joanne. So we'll add her in and add her email address and click Send Invitation. Now Joanne is on our list of users. But if we click her and then edit her, we can see this area here, contracts they can view. Now if both or all of them are left unticked, Orchid just assumes that she can see everything. But let's say we just want her to view the employees in Entertainment Inc. So we tick that and save. And now when Joanne logs in, her list of contracts here will only list one. Just Entertainment Inc. She will not be able to see anyone from any of the other contracts. So you can imagine how useful that might be. You may, if you're an occupational health provider, you may have a customer who says they're taking on one of their own occupational health staff, and they would like him or her to access your records. Well, if you wanted to allow that, you can now do that. You can set them up as a user in your account and only give them access to the employees in their company. They will never be able to see any details for anyone in any of your other contracts. Very useful. Okay, now if you have any questions or comments about the contract system, please just get in touch. We're happy to discuss things. And if you have any ideas for how to improve the way contracts work, remember there is the suggestion box link at the bottom of every page.